Welcome back. All right, Mike Eppel in my peripherals, and now he joins you. Good morning, Mike. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Nice to see you. How are you?
Good to see you. Yeah, we haven't talked for a couple days. Yeah. Things have been good?
Yeah, pretty much. Just kind of
keep on trucking.
Doing what we do. You know, I was wondering about this, Melanie, as you know, things are changing on a daily basis, and you know, people are being told to stay home and capacity limitations and such. I wonder how many people are going out and just buying gift cards for Christmas.
Smart. And it's super accessible too, right?
We're getting some indication that gift cards this year might be hitting some fresh records, and December 23rd might be extremely busy.
I don't think you can go wrong, and they sell them at gas stations and pharmacies, essential places. You got it. Let's talk markets. Let's start there. Tuesday turnaround, we shall say.
Yeah, nice day, actually. The Dow was up close to 600 points, and the TSX was up almost 400. I mean, it was one of the better days that we've seen recently. Investors picking up some stocks that have been sold off previously. We have, the U.S. president talking about what they're going to do to push back against the Omicron variant. Lots of testing. Whether or not that necessarily changes the dynamic, you've still got long lines for testing in the U.S. as we do here, and getting the third dose, the booster shot, so to speak, and at the same time, some economic stimulus maybe from the states. They're still bickering about the social spending plan to put about $2 trillion into the U.S. economy, which will probably be pushed through to Christmas. So right now we've got big swings pretty much on a daily basis on the markets. I will tell you that the price for oil has been on the upswing this week. We thought we might get a break at the pumps, not seeing too much of that as of yet. The Canadian dollar, meantime, starts the day very close to a one-year low, which is kind of interesting that the U.S. dollar has been as strong as it has been, and Bitcoin seeing a bounce as well.
There you go, Mike. Let's get to the skies now. U.S. airlines are saying, hey, listen, we have a bit of a staffing shortage, so should we be changing some of our protocol?
Well, this is something Dr. Fauci actually was talking about earlier this week about, right now it's sort of this blanket, okay, you've been exposed to COVID or you tested positive. Is it just a mandatory 10-day isolation period? Does it have to be nuanced? The airlines, any industry where you need people on the job, I can work from home. So whether I'm in 10-day isolation or not, it doesn't matter. But airlines need people. Hospitals need people. You look at various sectors where the person has to be actually at the workspace. It's going to require a lot more testing. Could it be cut down to maybe 5 days if you're asymptomatic or you no longer test positive? So the blanket rules that are in effect, I think this is going to be a major shift that certainly business is going to have to do, but it's going to have to start from the government level down, and something that's going to be a key to, I guess, keeping the economy open as much as possible in early 2022 as we deal with an endemic rather than a pandemic.
Mike, let's talk BlackBerry. A bit of a good news, bad news situation. Let's start with the bad news.
Well, the sales continue to slide. The latest quarterly results for the software company, they don't exactly make smartphones anymore. They didn't lose any money, so that's good. But this is a company that has transitioned into in-car infotainment software and security systems and all sorts of things like that. It's interesting to see though that BlackBerry is also one of the meme stocks. It is seeing lots of chatter on Reddit boards this morning after its earnings. In fact, I think it's the most talked about stock of the morning so far, just ahead of Tesla. So we might see a bounce for BlackBerry, which is up 41% this year on the TSX.
Mike, with 30 seconds to go, the first text message ever sent worth how much money?
$125,000 US. It sold at auction as an NFT. It went out in 1992. One of the engineers at Vodafone sent this text, this SMS, and it kind of comes back to the BlackBerry story, because that was BlackBerry's bread and butter back in the day. Remember the BlackBerry pagers with text messages? But yeah, they sold it at auction to an unnamed buyer who spent 6 figures on this. And again, it's NFT, so it's digitally certified that there are no more like it. Sort of got this digital watermark, if you will. The money is going to charity, but it was kind of interesting. Vodafone sent that in 1992. It was just Merry Christmas. That was all it was. And then, Nokia took off from that, BlackBerry. I mean, it's not insignificant when you think about the start of text messaging, and not all that long ago, really. 1992. It seems like forever, 30 years, I guess, but or thereabouts. But still, not too past in the past, and where we are today with smartphones and sending out emojis and all that other stuff.
Leaps and bounds, Mike. Listen,
right.
This is my last show for 2021, so I'll see you next year.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Take care.
Have a good holiday.
You too.